I think one of our cloud key differentiator, the fact that we are not just thinking about, okay, I'm going to let you provision one image, but we are thinking from an enterprise customer point of view. What you want to deploy is an application.
Exactly, I mean, because we're really coming from a traditional application development environment, build it out, release it in cycles. And even when we talk about agile, you're doing that, we're doing more releases more frequently, but in a way, this is a much more compatible model.
An application has multiple images, and usually 10 or 20 different images. You have a database, you have an application server, you have your LDAP. That's a collection of images, and what we have done, all the work that we have done, is how do I help you deploy a topology rather than a single image? And think about all the work that we need to do, configuring JDBC connector, data sources, administration profiles. This is codified in a pattern.
If you have a whole year to deliver your product, you might be able to go through the normal, typical infrastructure planning, deployment, and cycle. Here, if you're trying to do things on 30, 60, it has to be a lot quicker, and it has to be more fluent with the people who are creating. It's not a handoff to another team, it is the team.
So we've got this management system that is essentially provisioning and deprovisioning virtual machines, or capturing them, as Giovanni mentioned before, but it's truly blurring lines between what you'd consider to be administration and what you'd consider to be really application development, really. And from an operational perspective, right, we basically have blurred those, the software and the hardware line, right, and really have this integrated solution that really encompasses both areas.
They don't need to necessarily understand the infrastructure. They don't need to know all the intricacies. They can ask for resources when they want, and they can tool it so that they're the front-end application and we're a provider. Simplifying the complexity and delivering consistency, right? It can be done over and over and over again.
Consistency is the other thing that I also strongly agree. The fact that I really can codify an application topology, I can codify a stack topology, no matter what. I can save that one and redeploy it over and over again. And I don't have to worry about things that go wrong in the runtime. If something breaks, if I do something wrong, I can go back to the state that I saved. And from a developer's point of view, this is great. It's huge.
And that really enables, what we consider the third, major point of cloud, right? You have your virtualization, your automation, and this is really adding the dynamic nature to that entire solution, right? So it's taking it really to the next level, right? It's beyond having a website to log into.
And I think this is something that our cloud does in a different way. We deliver different values. Really, we know this is what our enterprise customers are doing today. They're deploying applications, not just software.